The Supreme Court today agreed to a petition which would transfer the petition of 3 men convicted in Rajiv Gandhi's assassination out of Tamil Nadu. The Madras High Court had stayed the execution of these men last year on their plea that the president had taken too long, 11 years, to decide on their mercy petition. She decided against it. The petition filed in court today argued that a fair hearing wasn't possible in Tamil Nadu, given the surcharged, hostile and vitiated atmosphere. Every major Tamil party in the state is currently supporting clemency for the 3 men convicted in Rajiv Gandhi's killing.
Over 2 decades after Rajiv Gandhi's assassination, the execution of these 3 convicts, Murugan, Santhan and Perivalan, is perhaps the most politically sensitive issue in Tamil Nadu. Which is why the Supreme Court today decided to take their case out of the state. Instead, it will take over the hearings of the delay in their mercy plea, acting on a petition that free and fair hearings would be impossible in Tamil Nadu due to the surcharged, hostile and vitiated atmosphere.
The petitioner, a local congressman, argued on 2 grounds. One, that the Supreme Court was already hearing cases related to delay in deciding mercy petitions like the case of Devendra Pal Singh Bullar. Second, a more significant argument that the atmosphere in Madras High Court is too surcharged with political leanings.
On 2 grounds. One is the similar issue of Devendra Pal Singh Bullar is pending. As the Bullar's case, 8.5 years delay in deciding the mercy petition, and the same thing was in this case is for 11.5 years.
I don't see any setback. I am confident that these 3 innocent Tamil youths will be liberated from the clutches of death.
Protests intensified last year after President Pratibha Patil rejected the mercy pleas of all 3. The sentence of the 4th key convict, Nalini Sriharan, had been commuted way back in 2000 on Sonia Gandhi's intervention. The convicts challenged the execution, saying the president had taken 11 years to decide on their plea. Hearing the case amid slogan shouting in and outside the courtroom, the Madras High Court stayed their execution and issued notices to the central and state governments. That was on a day political parties, including fierce rivals DMK and AIADMK, threw their weight behind a unanimous resolution in the Tamil Nadu Assembly, asking the president to review the case. The Jayalalitha government later opposed the transferring of the case outside the state, saying only the Attorney General or the parties concerned can file such an appeal. But the Supreme Court today rejected that argument. With A. Vaidyanathan, Chetan Bhattacharjee for NDTV.
So has politics really meant that a fair trial in this case isn't possible in Tamil Nadu? Is that a sad day really for India, that sentiment means that the trial has to be moved out of a state? Joining me tonight on that, Soli Sorabji, former Attorney General of India, also Dr. Subramaniam Swamy, President of the Janata Party. I'm also joined by Mr. S. Doraiswamy. He's the lawyer for Nalini. Of course, Nalini's husband, Murugan, is one of the men who's convicted and sentenced to die in this current case. I'm also joined by S. Nandakumar. Now, he's the lawyer for the man Venkat, a state Congress worker who was the petitioner today. And the Supreme Court agreed to his petition to move the case out of Tamil Nadu. I'm also joined by Sudha Ramalingam, a well-known lawyer in Tamil Nadu and also Vice President of the People's Union of Civil Liberties in Chennai. Thank you all very much for joining me tonight. Mr. Sorabji, your reaction to the Supreme Court decision to actually move this case out of Tamil Nadu. Do you think that given the circumstances, this was the only thing that they could do?
Well, going over the facts that I'm able to ascertain, the atmosphere there was surcharged. It wasn't possible to have a very fair, objective hearing of the matter. It's a very sensitive matter. I believe there was shouting outside the court, inside the court, which made it impossible to deal with the matter in a cool, detached, objective manner. Besides, the other main point why the Supreme Court transferred the petition to itself, a similar question is pending before it. What's the question? Not whether the people were innocent or guilty. They have been found to be guilty, they are convicts. That's the end of the matter. Question is whether an inordinate delay in disposal of the mercy petition results in commutation of the death sentence into life imprisonment. Now that matter is before the Supreme Court, and it's much better the Supreme Court decides it. Madras High Court deciding it, it ultimately comes to the Supreme Court. So therefore, for these 2 reasons, the surcharge atmosphere and the pendency of a matter in which a similar issue is involved made the court transfer the petitions to itself. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's a sensible decision.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news in your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download it at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.